It doesn't seem like all games. That seems like... Because the only option I have now is original game, which I would think would be the original version of Rondo and not the remake version of it. Yeah, fair enough. I'd prefer them to say it under original game like that. What is that? Well, now we will actually be starting Symphony tonight. Strange because it's not made for the widescreen format. Ah, yes. I remember this. Guess don't expect it. I don't know what the buttons are yet, so I somewhat wasted that. Though we might remember this from when we played Rondo. Well, that's assuming I can beat it. Remember, I was never able to beat...
Die now and leave this world. You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me. Your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice?
All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresy! You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them, then, and die for their sins!
So the one reason to play the original version is if you're a big fan of hearing him say, "What is a man?" A miserable pile of secrets. But we do not get that in this version. I'm absolutely gonna lose this fight. I don't know how to play this. Somewhat of a strange choice to jump you into a final boss fight. We're at the beginning. Because if you're not in a rhythm of the game, play up thus far. How do you win?
Feel true power!
I'm aware it's the final boss of the previous game. But I'm talking about as far as a player of the game. To start off with such a difficult battle to begin with is a strange choice. Because normally you get used to a game by playing it and get a feel for its mechanics, and then you're able to challenge the final boss with all you've learned. I'm coming in cold, so I have learned nothing. And have to just sort of do it. Now obviously...
Richter! I'll lend you my strength!
They're trying to cheat for me. Obviously, this did not happen in Rondo. I didn't beat the game with her, so that may be true. What was I saying before? Ow. I have at least played the original game, so I have some knowledge of how to do that, but for many people, especially in the West, they've never played Rondo of Blood because it was never released in the West. So their first exposure was just Symphony of the Night, playing this and probably being a little bit baffled by trying to adjust to a boss fight at the beginning, but I guess if you've infinite tries because of Maria, that does change things. But this still is, in some ways, a little bit more. In some ways, a little bit more difficult than the Rondo version, just because the timing is a little bit different with controls. But otherwise, it's mostly the same problems I had with that fight initially. Where it's hard to hit him and not be hit. It's either one or the other. I was not trying to slide there. Although that will help for the second form. Do not know why the Belmont family tries to fight Dracula themselves when little girls can solo it easy peasy. To be fair, at least the older Belmonts did not have knowledge of any little girls that could do that. Simon did not have Maria. Oh, I can just attack him. The transition's different here. Okay, this is a million times easier than it was in Rondo.
Count Dracula had risen with the aid of the Dark Priest Shaft to menace humanity once again. The legendary vampire hunter, Richter Belmont, stood against him and at last brought him down. However, 4 years later, on a glaring full moon night, Richter mysteriously vanished. Maria Renard set out to find him, but knew not where to begin. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania. The Castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces struggled for the soul of a man named Alucard. He who had once fought alongside Trevor Belmont against his own immortal father, Count Dracula himself. To purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, Alucard had submerged his vampiric powers and fallen into what was meant to be eternal slumber. But now, he awakens to the cackles of evil and cries of the innocent. The eternal battle of good and evil has come full circle once more. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who will emerge victorious.
Is that Kyle Hebert doing the narration? It sounded an awful lot like him. Also, is the volume of the game too loud? The music seems a bit loud on my end. Let me see if I can change the sound settings for the emulator. I'm gonna try 7 for now. Kyle is not Richter. Yeah, I didn't think Richter sounded like Kyle. But I thought the narrator did. I have no idea who that is. Flapper Belgrade's not someone I heard of before. It's interesting to have someone who's one-shotting all the enemies. Sometimes my controls aren't responding. But yeah, this is Castlevania on easy mode. His jumps are very floaty. So how do you bring up the map? How do you bring up a map? And it's just too early in the game for that. After all, at this point, Castlevania fans are not familiar with having a map. That's never been a thing before. Yes? Was it?
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
A really insolent boy. But there will be no games here. If you will not behave, be gone.
I will do neither. Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well. But I shall see you very soon.
Took away his powers. So now I've been nerfed. He was too powerful. But unlike Richter, Alucard does not fight death right off the bat. He runs into death very early, but doesn't fight him immediately. Jump is still very floaty. So we were talking about how in Nosferatu, the main character, for some reason, walked into a vampire's castle and didn't bring the weapons, just punched everything. I did not expect the fact that Alucard would be reduced to a state where he was just punching as well. So, it's very on brand for tonight, I suppose. Not easy to fight with on a weapon. Need to equip that first. Now, Nosferatu, at least supposedly based on the movie. But a lot of licensed games are just kind of, they were using the IP, but that's about it. No idea what that does. And for some reason, they made a Super Nintendo game in 1995 based on it. As if anyone was asking for that. I would say that even weakened, Alucard seems a lot better than Richter did. Does that even help my defense at all? Doesn't seem like it does. It actually is weaker, though. But doesn't make it. I guess just raising it slightly. That lowers my attack. Oh, we have 2 types of attacks. It eliminates the circle attack, I suppose. What do you mean it's a circle attack? Oh, that's just that. No, we don't need that. Oh, you can actually block. Yes, I'm aware he is. Half Dracula. I would imagine that Alucard is the strongest character that you ever get to play as in the entire series. I can't imagine there's any character in lore of Castlevania that you get to play as who is more powerful than Alucard. The only person who comes close would be Julius Belmont, since he's the most powerful Belmont in the entire series. Jokes aside, Maria is not canonically more powerful than either of those characters. That's a bit annoying. Because I'm not supposed to hit that. Do I even have a... Okay, I do have a sub-weapon. That works. Actually, there is something I neglected to do. I'm gonna have to hide the game for a moment to do this, though. I'm hoping this works. And very well. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, and even got to a spot to save it all. So we have to start over again from the... That didn't even... Interesting. I didn't even register the name being input. So I didn't get to a single save point. So I had to start again from the very beginning. Not sure if I can skip any of this. If I can skip that, at least. But we unfortunately have to redo this beginning part.
Dracula, die now and leave this world. You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me. Your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute.
Can't skip this part,
Tribute?
though.
You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice?
All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresy! You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them then, and die for their sins! Feel true power!
Bristol may hits connect. I wonder if there's an achievement for beating without Maria's help. Okay, timing's definitely different than it was in the original Rondo.
Feel true power!
It's because he's the final boss. It's how much HP he had originally.
Feel true power!
Somehow that didn't hurt him, though.
Feel true power!
Richter! I'll lend you my strength!
I would like to beat it without that. I'm almost positive there's an achievement for doing that. It seemed like the thing to do. Because now you're invincible, so it doesn't even, it's not really a fight anymore. I never learned the timing for these attacks. No matter how many times I played this. Just, it seems like a coin toss whether or not my whip goes right through him or if it does damage to him. Which is why I never beat it originally. Because that would happen. Yeah, if only the item crash did that much damage in Rondo.
The Dark Priest shaft to menace humanity.
I tried that one when I got to the second form and it did maybe a quarter of his health only.
And at last brought him down. However, 4
Can't skip
years
this scene
later,
either.
on a glaring full moon night, Richter mysteriously vanished. Maria Renard set out to find him, but knew not where to begin. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces struggled for the soul of a man named Alucard. He who had once fought alongside Trevor Belmont against his own immortal father, Count Dracula himself. To purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, Alucard had submerged his vampiric powers and fallen into
What game was that when Alucard fought alongside Trevor?
But now, he awakens to the cackles of evil and cries of the innocent. The eternal battle of good
3,
and
fair enough.
evil has come full circle once more. Dracula's castle beckons for you. And no man can say who will emerge victorious.
And then Dawn of Sorrow had a throwback to the three's idea of having like 3 different characters you could switch between. They removed one. I see. Was it more of replacing rather than removing? Oh, it had 4? I thought we had 3 characters. Interesting. That is strange. It's interesting because Hammer is, you know, obviously in the game universe.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
A really insolent boy. But there will be no games here. If you will not behave, be gone.
I will do neither. Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well. But I shall see you very soon.
Is Death being voiced by Patrick Seitz? Let's see if I can actually make it to a save room. Not that I have any way of knowing where a save room's going to be since I have no map. Yeah, over there? I wonder if I missed something. Not sure if I can go over there, though. And that has to be for later. I need a power to get up there. Down this way. Also something I cannot reach. Was it right here all along, and I skipped it? That's unfortunate. If I had just walked into this left room the first time, I would not have had that issue. So I made that for it, but I just kept going up to the next screen, over this way through this door, and then I died in the next room, I believe. Or one of these next rooms. Actually, I didn't go in this room, did I? I went somewhere else. No, I'm in this room. And it doesn't item there, so I jumped over here for nothing. I don't have the knife yet. I think this is the room I died in. Well, actually, there's no enemy in this room, so it can't be this one. Where did I die? I guess I got further than I realized I did. The Symphony at Night... Oh, here's a quick save. It's interesting. Does Symphony at Night have any sort of mini-map that you can view in the game? Or was that not a thing yet until the Game Boy Advance games? Yeah. I wonder when that becomes accessible. Oh, I see. It's a sub-weapon choice. Guess. Okay, this is the room I believe it killed me. We're at the end of it too. I got poisoned. And there's a save point right there where I died. Wasn't that something? I think I died just to the right of this room. No, I didn't make it this far. I died right on this ledge, like right to the right of here. I was trying to jump up to that ledge, and I died right there before I could get to it. So it was not a matter of not checking. It was a matter of, and not in that case anyway, it's a matter of just failure. Right. The previous one would have at least avoided having to go through the whole Richter thing again. Where that's worth. But it's easier to check rooms when you have a map. To kind of see, okay, I went here or I didn't go here. It's a lot harder to keep track of what rooms you've checked when you have no feedback. Select. Ah. I definitely missed some stuff. So it'll be some sort of mini-boss. Fortunately, the axe does not go up high enough. Is this not the game that also has a mode where you can play as the axe armor? Or is it a different game? This game. Who, by the way, is a female character. A lot of people do not know that. Yes, there's a woman inside the axe armor. No, it's actually true canonically. There's I think, official concept art of a woman in the armor, as well as there's a particular enemy in, I believe it's from this, yeah, it's from this game. There's a particular enemy that flirts with any female character, and that same enemy will flirt with the axe armor, which is sort of a soft way of confirming that it's a female character. How do I use items? Do I have to put the potion in my hand to use it? Not sure I like that system. That was quite the delay there. This feels harder than the handheld boss fights. And this is just the first boss of the game. That's no health bar, which doesn't help. They got one of them, but there's still the other one. I'm gonna die to this second enemy, because he's the harder one. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna survive that. He's perhaps more agile, but doesn't mean I'm going to be successful in fighting as him necessarily. Because I need to get used to everything. I'm gonna go this way instead, since I was not able to handle that fight. This looks like it's not letting me through though. And the collecting money, I'm assuming there's some sort of shop in this game. Or is it like Rondo where you unlock boss hints? The first phase of this is easy, you just do that. But once they separate, that's when it becomes difficult. I also can't tell how much damage I'm doing to the enemies. I do like that in the newer games where there's some sort of like feedback so you can kind of have a gauge for how powerful your attack is and how effective it is. This is still a bit more old school. They combine again? At least somewhat. I can't slide, apparently. Even though Richter can. Oh, here's another mode. That's not good. Just when I thought I was getting better. Well, this game is going to be quite the challenge. So far, it is the hardest Castlevania that I have played. Already ruined the fight. You have to hit it immediately. If you mess that up, then it gets you into a bad loop. Because if you get hit instead, then they stay separated. It's not what I intended. I guess I didn't equip my potion. Kind of a strange system. Again, that'll help from killing that one, but it doesn't help me for the rest of it. Anyway. It's a bit brutal to have you fight 2 bosses at once for your very first boss fight. I don't believe I've ever even fought 2 bosses at once in any fight. At most, you might have minions. They're distractions, but not like an actual 2 proper bosses. Obviously, I'm not going to go forward because, with my luck, it'll be something that kills me before the next save point. I've learned anything from playing these Metroidvanias, it's that we should always go back to the last save room after you defeat a boss. Never heard that one before. But sort of works. I should have gotten him before he started throwing. Now this is not pleasant. But his only goes downward. That doesn't help. Yeah. That's a useless power for things above you. I'm gonna go in that door yet. These don't work the same way as they worked in Rondo. Then that's even worse. Perhaps not. The fact that you can throw them up, though, and go through walls like that makes it real difficult. Boy, you had to break this open. So what will kill me in this room? Holy water now? Okay, doesn't work very well in this game. Wasn't expecting that. See, how much more time do I have? Not a lot. The one downside to these Metroid-style Castlevanias is that if I go down a long path and then die, I never know whether I went the right path, and if I should do it again, or if I should go somewhere completely different. At least in the linear games, well, you're gonna go the way you have to go. So you just kind of keep redoing that stage. With so many possibilities, I might be better served going a different path, who knows? That's still that. Maybe I should go this way this time. But the guy went up last time. Well, an elevator ride. What did that accomplish? Oh, that one doesn't work. At least we have this. Unexpected save room. Isn't this back where I was before? Yeah. I do not like that. There's no way to go through this direction. It's not the goal. I kind of regret saving at that save room. Because that basically means that I can't get back to where I was before without retraversing the entire way. Do they have warp rooms in this game, or is that only in later games? Since haven't encountered one yet. Yeah, put herself back here. That feels like sort of a waste because I made no progress at all. Guess I could at least do that, potentially. And then this path is... Okay, that happened. At least heal, I suppose. I was trying to ascertain whether or not the path to the lab is still sealed, or if being that boss opened it. Yep, it's still sealed. So unfortunately, we do have to take that upper path, since the lower one just leads back to the beginning. For some strange reason. There's probably a couple of paths we can take. But let's try this middle one. There's another save room. They're far more frequent than I'm used to. The Suro game did not have save points anywhere near this frequently. I'm not expecting to run into them every few screens. Didn't expect that. I'm gonna keep the axe, just so I can fight things above me. Pressed down a duck, but it didn't register. I find the timing on destroying projectiles is a lot harder in this game than it was previously. False, since there's an ad break anyway. But for those of you who are not viewing the ad, when I was playing Rondo, it was a lot easier to destroy projectiles with Richter. So I've noticed with these axe-throwing enemies that I can no longer just time it so I can destroy the axe and keep attacking. Whereas it was very easy to do with Richter. That does seem to be the case, yes. A shifting game balance. So I would say this game is a lot harder than Rondo was to start. Though it might also be the first, because this is the first game they made of this type that they weren't really exactly sure how to balance it yet. Because newer games that keep this Metroidvania feel, at least the ones I've played so far, have been a lot easier and more forgiving. That regardless of the difficulty, this is the most heralded game of the series. It was its breakout title that really put Castlevania on the map, so many people love and praise this one. I mean, every game is going to be different with different mechanics, so yes, the timing and everything will be variable. Top 5, maybe top 3. Well, I will have to obviously finish it to give it a rating. So far, my number 1 is Aria of Sorrow. But we'll see if anything I play will dethrone that. I think Aria is number 1 and Rondo is number 2. Hopefully I want it to fall down there. Guess I can walk back up if I don't... oh wait, that's an enemy, I think. That's what got me before. Ah yes, our eternal friend. This is not the best weapon for fighting these either, since it doesn't have much of a range.
Wait. Are
Vertically.
you human? What are you doing here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
Likewise. I'm Maria. And you are?
Alucard.
Well, if you're a better swordsman than a speaker, perhaps I'll see you again. Farewell.
Their personalities changed a bit. It's interesting that in this version, yes, now in green. But yeah, in this version of the game, as I was saying before, she plays more like in Rondo. But in the Saturn version of the game, they give her a completely different move list, or move set, and she plays very differently. Which I'm assuming they did that because they figured, well, she has grown up and she shouldn't be exactly the same as she was before, but perhaps that was a decision that was met unfavorably, so they went back on that when they made this version of the game and changed it so that she played more like what was familiar to fans who had played Rondo. Especially since this is packaged with Rondo, that people be more likely to know how she played in that game. Directly must have a poor sense of time. How many clocks does one person need? I do like the touch that you can still hear it ticking in the background a little bit, even when you leave the room. Don't force me to pick up a weapon I don't want. I lost the axe now. Yeah, sub-weapon is terrible. I feel like there'll never be a situation where that sub-weapon is useful. Oh, and knockback is extreme in this game. And I am not near a save room. I commented how frequently they appeared before, but now I have not seen one in several stretches of rooms. Maybe I just went the wrong way. Who knows? I could be unlucky, or this could be the game spiting me for making that comment earlier on. Then I go that way. I'm not gonna find the save room, am I? No, most likely not. Instead of going to find something that's going to kill me. Like that. Is this weapon actually useful for once? Not quite. Okay, I take back what I said about that weird sub-weapon that I've never seen before. There was one enemy that it worked well on. Did not avoid that. I didn't expect him to shoot the fireball right away.
But all for nothing.
That's probably where we're gonna have to end it though, due to the time. So I'll have to backtrack that, or retrack that path from wherever the last save point I found was, and try it again next week. But at least we got a preview of Symphony of the Night to begin to see what it is all about. Let's see who is streaming this evening. We have a choice between Ella Majel, who is playing a game called Pumpkin Jack. I do not know what that is, but I suppose it's themed for the day. Or Necroni, who is playing Sonic X Shadow Generations. Which one to grade? Sonic feels less appropriate for today than a pumpkin game of some sort. But that is true, and the latter would be a good game. I do know that at least the original Sonic Generations is a good game. So I assume that this version is also good. I will let chat give their input. Which stream would you rather raid? Would you rather me raid, I should say. So it sounds like you're leaning toward the Sonic one because it at least is a good game, whereas you don't know what the other one is, so you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Sounds like that was your input. That is true. Besides, you will never know what Pumpkin Jack is until you experience it. There is only one way to find out. And that looks very colorful in the preview, so I may not be a fan of this, but I suppose this is what we get today. I will learn from my mistakes in the future, perhaps. But at any rate, that will be all for me tonight. I will see you again next Thursday.